Hi there, it's Dav, the Favro Senior Solutions Engineer.
And I'm Patrick, founder and CEO. And now we're going to show you advanced progress management in Favro. The progress management will create transparency for everyone to see how work is moving forward. But we will also show you the flexibility to handle various complexities that you might have in your organization. And we will show you how to aggregate so managers can get a good overview in a way that aligns with more modern product management practices, so you don't get a false sense of progress. Now let's jump into some examples.
In this specific example, we have also set up a shared main status that connects all of these four boards with the same workflow and the same statuses whenever we make changes on each of those boards. So let's start by adding some user stories from this product backlog into the execution Kanban. Now making updates to the cards, moving them through the workflow, we can see the progress bar being updated in the product backlog level, in the management backlog, and in the company initiatives. With Favro, advanced progress management gives you the right view at the right level. So the progress is always easy to understand, no matter who's looking.
Cool. So in this example, you can see that we have a structure in the company where on our right-hand side here we have a Kanban for the team to get work done. So it's kind of like the execution, and they're pulling work from what's called H2 here, the product backlog. But what's in the product backlog, and of course it could be many of these across the organization, fits in is really coming down from what's in H1 here, which is the management backlog, and on a very high company level, you have company initiatives. And this kind of hierarchy is common if you have a well-organized company of some size. You also will see this kind of structure reflected in typical frameworks. It can be various agile frameworks. It can be an OKR framework. It can be the product operating model framework, and so forth. So it's a very common way to set it up. And we're now going to look at how this can look a little bit more specifically.
So in Favro, advanced progress management doesn't just show task completion. They aggregate into higher level progress. In the same example, from the product backlog side, we can see Epic being at 50% completion. That aggregates into management backlog where we have project A, 16%. And if we take a look at the company initiatives, we can see that project A is currently at 11%. Now, why is that? If a task moves back and forth in execution, it won't cause the company initiative bar to jump around. This makes progress numbers at the leadership level more reliable, while teams still work with flexibility below. So if I make changes back and forth, like this, you can see the company initiative has not changed.
So what Dovidas was just showing, that's important because in modern product management methods, you have the concept of done or increments of value. So basically, what you want to happen is that every update on a task level doesn't really update on an objective level. The objective is not moving until all the underlying tasks are complete. So it's a more modern way to look at aggregation when it comes to completion, which is recommended by most of these more modern methods. And Favro, as you can see here, fully supports this way of working. Now, let's move into something different. If your boards and your teams it's a little bit more complex how they work. Status is not looking the same in different boards and teams. Each team have a different way of looking at what status means, or to put it simply, the stages of the Kanban boards are different. you can still have all of this working in Favro with the right aggregation. And to do that, you would use Favro automations. Let's look at an example of that.
Now, in this example, we have the same 4 boards, just few differences. The execution Kanban has different statuses, and also we don't have the shared main status applied to the boards. Instead of that, we have automations. We take a look at the product backlog. We have automations that update whenever a card is in doing stage. And also when the progress bar reaches 100, we update the card to status done. Now, again, let's take a look and take these 4 user stories, add them to the execution Kanban, move them through the status, put all of them to done, and we can see the epic moved into 100% execution in product backlog, and same in the management backlog.
Now, another example. Let's say that you are not going to follow our advice to use a more modern product management approach to how aggregation works. You do want it to work in a more traditional way where every completion of a small task aggregates all the way up. So similar to how it would work in something like Jira or most product management tools out there in the market. You can do that in Favro as well, and we're going to show you how that works.
So we're back in the first example. Now we're just including an additional column that is the completion percentage, which is a numbers field that's connected with our open API to showcase the status of the management backlog, initially replicating the same number and giving you the exact percentage through all 3 ports. Now, for the last time, let's take all those user stories, add them into the execution Kanban, and move them around the process. Now here we can even see that difference where the progress bar is showcasing 11 and our open API setup shows 16%, which is exactly what the management backlog is showing.
All right. So that was some examples of how advanced product management works in Favro. How you can have good transparency across all teams and leaders. How you can aggregate to management, getting a good overview, both in a modern way, but also in a traditional way. We have been showing the flexibility, how you can adapt this to your specific ways of working in your team. Now, there's obviously a lot with this, and we can help you get this set up in the right way. We can give you a personalized demo. Maybe you are trialing Favro right now, or you're already a customer, and you want a personalized demo to your specific questions and needs. We can do that. We can also do onboarding that's included in the subscription, helping you set this up to your specific workflows. And we also offer consulting services around this and everything else Favro. It might be that you are in a bit of a change management initiative, and you're moving from your old ways of working into a new set of processes, ways of working, and you want Favro to exactly support those new ways of working, so the tool doesn't drag you back into your old ways. And we can assist you with that, both on site, anywhere in the world, but also online. That will take a bit of work off your shoulders, and we're very happy to do those kind of collaborations as well. Thank you so much.